Alright, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, Qadash, and double honor to the apostles and leaders at GMS and the Akim, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. So, Lord willing, this video is edifying through the spirit and power of Bahasham, YAHAWASHI. So, looking into how America, they want to invade, send troops down to Mexico, deal with the cartels. Hey, that's madness, But there's a reason why for that, because Mexico, it wants to join BRICS. They want to be allies with China and Russia and the BRICS nations, and Esau doesn't want that. So he's creating this this thing to try to get Mexico to bow down to him, basically. So I'm gonna play this, and I got a couple of videos queued up because they all link up together of where I want this lesson to go. So I'll play this first clip, and then we'll go from there.
We are not going to permit any foreign government to intervene in our territory, especially not a foreign government's armed forces. What's wrong with them? Of course we don't accept that. We don't accept threats. But it's not President Biden's government, it's the Republicans.
That was Mexico's President Andrés Manuel López Obrador. He was reacting to calls by some U.S. Republicans to send the U.S. military to shut down drug labs in Mexico. Senator Lindsey Graham said he would introduce a new bill to designate Mexican cartels as foreign terrorist organizations and authorize the use of military force against them.
We're going to unleash the fury and might of the United States against these cartels, not to invade Mexico, not to shoot Mexican airplanes down, but to destroy drug labs that are poisoning Americans.
See, Esau wants to be the police of the world, but hey, everybody's seen it, and they're coming up against him. They're like, nah, hey, you're not. Everybody's seen that he's not as strong as he used to be. So here's because I watched the whole speech. It's in Spanish, but he mentioned he wants to do it because of the drugs. But Esau's the biggest drug dealer in the world. What did he do? He was doing the CIA, that they were importing drugs, selling crack back in the days. The Rick Ross thing, the cocaine cowboys things. Hey, that was all Esau doing it. Recently with the Afghanistan thing, they raided the poppy fields. So he's the biggest drug dealer on earth, and that's what he says. That's what the president of Mexico says in this speech. It's in Spanish, but I'll try to translate it.
No atemperan el incremento constante al consumo de las drogas. ¿Por qué incluso permiten que sean legales?
So he's basically talking about drugs and how they permit that it's legal, which now that they got part of the in America where you could go, they'll give you needles. It's decriminalized where you could get high, and they'll help you.
Las drogas en Estados Unidos, como lo que hablábamos de estas pastillas autorizadas incluso por la Agencia de Salud de Estados Unidos, supuestamente para quitar el dolor y que no producían adicción, cuando se demostró que sí producían adicción.
Basically, he's talking about these pills, these pain pills, these oxys, these Vikes, And what happened with that? That was that came to be when they invaded Afghanistan. That was the first thing that they took over. What was them poppy fields, the oil fields, and here's another video on that. This is posted 11 years ago, but I remember seeing this a long time ago, and I was like, man, hey, and it shows after they invaded Afghanistan, Iraq, all that stuff happened. Hey, they started them pain pills. People started getting addicted to them pain pills, and they wanted to get Jake addicted to it. But hey, that fell back upon Esau, because it was mostly a lot of Edomites that got addicted to these things. It wasn't, the pills wasn't really a Jake thing. They try to make it cool with the lean, it was a sipping lean, but that was really mostly among Esau. A lot of Edomites got addicted to these things.
Welcome back to Fox and Friends. Dave Briggs, he's Clayton Moore, she's Allison Camerata. We're going to head to Afghanistan this morning. One of the biggest obstacles in front of the U.S. troops there in Afghanistan is the opium trade. The Taliban is using it to intimidate the population.
Yeah. Joining us from Helmand Province is Geraldo Rivera. Good morning to you, Geraldo. Tell us what you've seen during your days there in Afghanistan.
Hi, Allison, Dave, and Clayton. Yes, in some ways, the Marines' brilliantly executed invasion of Marja, this town in the middle of Helmand Province, was the easy part. The hard part now is governing this province, a province, as you suggest, that has become addicted to opium in many, many ways. That is the principal crop that is being grown here. The Taliban lend the farmers the money. They are indebted to the Taliban. They have to grow the opium. Now the Marines, in their success, are in a sense a victim of their success, because now the population is, they have these opium fields, and we are tolerating it. We are tolerating the cultivation of the opium, because we know that if we were to destroy it now, the population would turn against the Marines, and it would be a real security risk. Let me introduce Lieutenant Colonel Brian Christmas. He's the commanding officer of the 3rd Battalion, 6th Marines. Really a wonderful group of Marines here. I know that you care deeply about this contradiction. The fact that here you have one of the best fighting forces in the world ever mounted, and in a sense you're watching as this opium is being grown. I know it grinds at your gut. How do you deal with it? What are you doing about it?
Well, frankly, this is a part of their culture. So while it might grind in my gut, it's what they do. We provide them security, we're providing them resources, and we're providing them alternatives. And the alternatives are different crops to grow. They're getting the seed and the fertilizer to do it. They can rotate any of their crops that they want. If they want to get rid of their wheat and grow cotton for the winter, they can do that, and we're going to help them do it. So the same thing goes for the cotton.
So you think that, we were at the market, and everywhere we go, they're selling these little devices. Take a shot at this, Greg. They're hand-carved. These are the little devices they use to scrape the opium sap off the plant. And I watched as you bought every one that was for sale because you care so deeply. Why did you do that?
Well, I'm off the street. The idea is that we don't want to harvest the poppy. We want to, hopefully turn the poppy over.
This shit's wicked, man. Hey, the accuser of our brethren. Here it is. Esau saying it's Jake doing it, but it's all Esau that runs everything, man. It's all what he do with the CIA Contra, the crack cocaine, with Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross. So there's on August 18, 1996, the San Jose Mercury News published the first installment of a 3-part series of articles concerning crack cocaine, the Central Intelligence Agency, and the Nicaraguan Contra Army. The introduction to the first installment of the series read, "For the better part of a decade, a San Francisco Bay Area drug ring sold tons of cocaine to the Crips and Bloods street gangs of Los Angeles and funneled millions of drug profits to a Latin American guerrilla army run by the CIA." Investigation has found. So this drug network opened the first pipeline between Colombia's cocaine cartels and the black neighborhoods of Los Angeles, a city now known as the crack capital of the world. The cocaine that flooded helped spark a crack explosion in urban America and provided the cash and connections needed for LA's gangs to buy automatic weapons. See, hey, that's another thing. Esau is the one that makes all these guns, man. What did he do? He gave the cartels the weaponry that they're using now to run amok, to cause a ruckus. So this is it's called Operation Fast and Furious. So Operation Fast and Furious was a plan implemented by the Obama administration in which guns were sold to Mexican cartels in hopes that the guns would later be tracked to high-ranking cartel members and assist in their captures. During Operations Fast and Furious, the largest gun walk probe, the ATF monitored the sale of about 2,000 firearms, of which only 710 were recovered as of February 2012, which is way more than that, man. They just mess with the name. They put a lower number than what is real. So the accuser of our brethren, the Esau man, he's the serpent, man. Accuses everybody, but he can do no wrong. He's the white man. He's perfect. He's blameless. It's just the addiction, which the opioids, that's the vikes, the narcs, and let's see. So this is no, not that one. This is, come on, man. This is Job 20:4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Yeah, so Esau's rulership, his joy is but for a moment. What does it say in the NLT? The triumph of the wicked has been short-lived, and the joy of the godless has been only temporary. Esau's the wicked, man. He does wickedness, and he blames everybody else. It's everybody else's problem. But he's the one pushing all these drugs. He's the one music too. He's the one that pushes this nigga music that causes our people to worship, to be wicked. Yeah, and he says, see what they're doing. But he pushes that. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yet he shall be chased away as the vision of the night. So his rulership is just for a moment, man. He's gonna be brought down because of all the wickedness he's been doing. It's only for a moment. This is Revelation 12:10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night. So YAHAWAH Bahasham YAHAWASHI is coming back to put Esau down, the accuser of our brethren. That's Esau, telling, oh look at their drug dealers, they're murderers. Look at they're killing each other. Meanwhile, he's the one providing all the guns. He's providing all the drugs. He's providing the wicked philosophies for our people to be bugged out. He's pushing all this on our people and saying, see, it's them. They're the wicked. But meanwhile, he's in the cuts, just pulling the strings. Really, Esau. I mean, the Lord's controlling all this. The Lord's controlling Esau, but he thinks he's doing it. Hey, and that's it's the Lord's program. So this is another video right here, because we're on the topic of drugs. Where,
of the emerging
how Mexico Mexico finally applies to join BRICS. And Slovakia, if this is all over the place, but I'm hoping it makes sense. You know, it kind of it all lines up together. So Mexico finally applies to join BRICS. Super economy equals BRICS. So right here is something that stuck out where because Mexico and China they're into herbal medicines, and really that's the real medicines, you know, because they're talking about drugs, you know. Esau uses these pharmaceuticals, these pain pills. You got high blood pressure pills, antipsychotics, antidepressants. They use that as medicine, but the real medicines are the herbs. And that's why that's one of the one of the points of or the talking points of Mexico trying to join BRICS. So I'll play it.
Polar world, free from the global hegemony of the West. We will explore the chances of Mexico joining BRICS and what mechanisms can be applied for cooperation in the field of medicine. Mexico is currently not a member of BRICS, but the group is open to expansion. The healthcare system in Mexico is a combination of public and private providers. Public officials have access to their own health scheme, while workers within the formal labor market also have their system. These systems are funded mainly by workers' contributions and provide a range of healthcare services, including primary and high-complexity attention. The Mexican government has taken initiatives to strengthen the public healthcare system into universal coverage and publicly funded schemes. Mexico has a tradition of using herbal-based medicine, and there is a discipline in the medical field that studies the use of such treatments. The government has given grants and supports projects that study natural medicines. There is support from the government in the use of such methods, especially in primary care attention, as it is reasoned by their legal framework, as well as the knowledge and customs of their native population. Although there is no cooperation between Chinese traditional medicine and Mexican traditional medicine methods, it would be interesting to see. Regarding the COVID-19 pandemic, the Mexican
and that's something Esau doesn't look at as good. Because he makes everything in a lab. He doesn't want you to get on the herbs, on the natural remedies, and that's why he pushes out all these drugs. And when you go to the doctor, you go to the hospitals, they give you things made in a lab with chemicals. You got Esau in a lab coat, just mixing different chemicals together and making pills. They don't look into natural medicine. So that was just a small point. I'll end it on this, you know, because China and Russia are part of BRICS, and all these other nations are seeing the wickedness of America, of Esau. So there's Ezekiel 30:1. And the word of the Lord YAHAWAH came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Gog, the land of Magog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and prophesy against him, and say, Thus saith the Lord, YAHWAH Bahasham YAHWASHI power, Behold, I am against thee, O Gog, the chief prince of Meshech and Tubal, and I will turn thee back and put hooks into thy jaws, and I will bring thee forth, and all thine army, horses and horsemen, all of them clothed with all sorts of armor, even a great company with bucklers and shields, all of them handling swords. Yeah, Gog and Magog, that's in Russia, the Medes. So a lot of other countries want to link up because they think that this is going to be the next superpower. You know, Russia, China. Those are two big superpowers, and however it's going to go down, we know that NATO ultimately is going to turn. All the nations are going to turn on America and shoot nukes on this place. So we're just seeing it slowly, the pieces falling in place. Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya, with all of them with shield and helmet. Yeah, Persia is Iran. Libya is Turkey with Persia, Ethiopia, and Libya with them, all of them with shield and helmet. And so, hey, we're seeing all these nations getting ready to to come against America, and it's we're excited. This is exciting. This is exciting times, man. Hey, I'm excited. I'm excited that hey, we're almost out of here. This place is almost done. We're seeing the implementation of the collapse of the economy for them to implement the chip. So hey, this is all this is it's we're closer to the end, closer to salvation. Lord willing, we're part of that number. So yeah, that was it. Just quick lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham, Qadash, and double honors to the apostles and the others at GMS and the Akim, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. And shalom to the elect, and abad babal, shalak mawat, shalak rayam to Babylon. Shalom to the elect.